Oh my god, I look like a little hottie. Why do I look so pretty? In the media, like, everybody always preaches that
be happy, like, oh my god, positive vibes only, like, always be happy. But
like, that is so damaging when these people who are preaching be happy are not the ones who are showing their sad days. They're only showing you that, oh my god, like, guys, I'm so happy, like, opposite. They don't show themselves when they are literally suicidal or when they're literally in their beds crying all day. They don't shower for weeks on end, going through depressive episodes. They don't show you that. And then when you don't see the realness to these people, you think that being happy 24/7 is a normal thing because that's all they post, right? Which is so damaging to us as human beings, because we are our good side as much as we are our bad side. And that's what I'm going to tell you guys in this video, and how me and you together, we are going to find our ways to be fulfilled and happy in this life. Because I remember around this time last year, I was so fulfilled. I was happy in a sense. I just had a lot of acceptance because I was doing so many different habits which kept me in check. But now GCSEs are starting and I'm falling back into my bad habits. I'm getting overwhelmed, I'm getting stressed. My negative emotions are overpowering me. And I need to go back into the flow where I need to ground myself and do some things that keep me in check. So together we are going to go back on our self-development journey together, and I'm going to tell you what at the end of this video how we're going to do that together, and we are going to grow by the end of 2023. People like experience bad things. Like, let's say you had a really bad week this week, right? And you're thinking, what the hell is going on? Like, why do I feel so sad? You will, for example, go on the internet and search up, why am I feeling so sad? Why can I not get out of bed? And then you be like, stumble upon this thing called depression, right? And you'll be like, you'll self-diagnose yourself, which number one is the bad thing. And because I literally did this as well. I literally self-diagnosed myself as I had depression, and literally every single symptom of depression that you could think someone could have, I had. I never got clinically diagnosed with depression, but I was so convinced I had depression. I have, speaking from experience, I have self-diagnosed myself many times. And you know what? As soon as I stopped telling myself I had these mental illnesses, all the symptoms, like, maybe I do have these mental illnesses, but it's literally not taking over my life anymore. I can just let myself be me without having to attach little things that the world has made up, you know, for example. Because like, when you feel things, it may not be what you think it is. It may not actually be depression, but you're just going through an episode where you're feeling really sad. But because depression is the closest thing to it, you should attach yourself to depression, when in reality you never really had depression in the first place. But now that you're saying that, let's say you overslept, you slept the whole day, you're gonna be like, yep, that's because of my depression. You can't get up to brush your teeth, you can't get up to eat. Oh yeah, that's because of my depression, that's because I have eating disorder. When in reality, it may not just be because you have those things, but it just could, you just having an off day that day, or off week that week, off month, off year. It could be any of those things, but because now you've attached it, you're gonna prolong, like, let's say you're only gonna have that depressive episode for 1 week. Now that you said, you told yourself that you have depression and you're still on the internet, depression lasts maybe 2 to 3 years. Now you've turned that 1 week into 1 year to 2 years, and maybe potentially your whole entire lifetime, just because you told yourself you had something that you haven't. Obviously, if you get yourself clinically diagnosed, that is a completely different story. I'm talking about all these people who self-diagnose themselves. Like, you can be like, yeah, maybe I have hints of depression, but I'm not gonna go around being like, yeah guys, I'm depressed, like, oh my god, yeah, so sorry, I'm being a really mean person to everybody. Yes, because I have depression. Oh, so sorry that I lied to you, I cheated on you, it's because I have anger issues. Where's the document? Where's the medical document? Nowhere to be found. I don't know what this video is. It's just literally me talking and explaining my thoughts to you guys. This is literally what the whole entire channel is about. I need you to question everything. And this literally contradicts my last point, like, not questioning everything and like not always putting names on everything. But sometimes, you know, this is very difficult for me. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm not really good with my words, but sometimes, like, therapy is literally just questioning yourself. So let's say you're trying to tell yourself that you have depression. Think back and be like, wait, why am I doing this? Is it because that I think it will bring me attention, and when I was younger I didn't get attention from my parents, and now I feel this need to get attention from people, and I feel like if I tell people I have depression, they'll care about me more, or they'll make me feel better, or people will love me more. That's what I mean by questioning yourself. Or like, let's say like an angry person, be like, why am I angry? It's because my parents are always angry towards me, and that's my perception of love. And I think that for me to love other people, I need to be angry towards them all the time. That's what I mean by questioning things. I need you to understand the root of things and why you do things sometimes, because that's literally how therapy works, and how you uncover your shadows, and how you become a better person and accept yourself for these things. Us humans, we always try and put words onto everything. Like our brain just wants to, we just want to know, like we can't leave things in the dust, but like life is literally just a flow. Like we cannot understand everything, we can't comprehend everything, which is why like religion and stuff is very like hard to explain, because like everybody, like a lot of people believe there's a God, but our mind just wants to be like, God is this, God is that, when we don't really need to add definitions, because human words can only go so far. Our words can only express things to a certain extent. Like our feelings, our body, our emotions express things way more than words can. So when we're just attaching words, we're confining things to things that they're not really are, and then that's just really damaging, when in reality you just let the flow of life take you over. This is the most crucial point of this video, and I wish I could get this into every single person's brain, but like I said, with all these people preaching be happy, positive vibes, you are your sadness as much as you are your happiness. You are your failure as much as you are your success. Someone who hasn't failed, someone who's barely failed, they failed once, gave up. Are they successful? Where are their successes? It's nowhere to be seen. Why? Because their failure is equal to their success. They haven't failed a lot, they barely have any success. Compared to someone who has failed over and over and over and over and over again, their failure leads to them to have a bigger success. I was telling myself this earlier that like, let's say you want to have a lot of money, or trying to become a millionaire, and you think every time you fail it's just a backtrack, when really it's just an extra like thing that you're equipped to make you better. So let's say you want to become a millionaire, and you're thinking,
why is it not happening? I started so many businesses right now.
You won't get it, because at this point in time, let's say you want to be a millionaire, you don't know how to spend your money, you're really insecure, you have really bad spending habits. You're like, if you're really insecure, then you're going to spend all the money that you make to get plastic surgery, or to buy all these new clothes, or to buy the next electronic gadgets because you think it's going to be cool. Or you have people around you who envy you, people who are jealous of you, who are just trying to steal all your money. Like, the reason why you don't have your success now is because you are not the person that you need to be able to accumulate this money. You need to be able to change your personality, change your environment, people around you, to be able to acquire this thing and have it safely. For example, think of all the people who have won the lottery, or from really poor to really rich. Half of the time they lose all their money in literally like 1 or 2 years. Why? Because they buy the biggest house ever and they spend all their money carelessly. If you really think that money is going to stay with you, what's the point of flipping becoming a millionaire if you're going to lose all your money overnight? Like, it literally makes no sense. So you need to be able to become a person, you need to fail and fail again and fail again, and all these failures will give you the experience and give you the knowledge. So when you acquire that thing, you'll be able to acquire it the best that you can and be able to contain it and keep it as long as possible. You need to accept your shadow self. Like I said, you are your failures as much as you are your successes. You are the best person in the world as much as you are the worst person in the world. You need to accept the fact that maybe, yes, you have lied to people, you have cheated, you have said mean things to people, you have been insensitive, you have been mean, you're selfish. You need to accept these things. The biggest way to grow is acceptance, right? You need to accept that, yes, maybe I am a bad person, okay? I have done bad things. I am mean to people. I don't take people's feelings into consideration. You need to accept that, right? And then from that you can uncover it, because subconsciously, this is the problem with our words. We attach things, like we make happiness a good thing, sadness a negative thing. Well, happiness and sadness, they're not good or bad, they are just things. Happiness is emotion, sadness is an emotion, anger is an emotion, and joy is an emotion. They're just emotions. But when you start attaching negative and positive to them, And as soon as we start feeling a negative emotion, we think that we need to suppress it, we need to put it under, we need to be like,
no. Like, guys, I'm not a bad person. Like, I never did that. Like, no.
You become defensive. You start fighting this anger that lives inside of you. And when you keep fighting it, eventually you're going to get tired. But the thing is, when you're fighting the anger doesn't get tired. The anger builds up. So as soon as you let your guard down and you're like, I'm too tired of fighting this anger, it just all comes crashing down on you. Which is why suppressing your emotions is not actually helping you. It's just prolonging the wait for it to explode on you. You need to stop fighting your negative emotions and just let them come to you and accept them and let them go. For example, let's say you missed a bus one morning, so you just be like, oh my god, no, that's so annoying, I missed the bus, like, oh, I'm feeling kind of angry right now, let me let myself feel the anger and will let it go. But no, you will miss the bus and you'll be like, oh, I'm so angry but I need to be happy, and then another person like does something minuscule to you and you just go off on them because you didn't let that thing go. And then when you're like, you need to let yourself feel your negative emotions and just let them go. You don't need to hang on to this unnecessary baggage of your anger and your sadness that you felt 5 years ago. Like, there are people who are still upset and angry over things that happened years ago, and these are the people who are the most sad. Okay, so if you can go to therapy to uncover all these emotions that you've been suppressing for years and you didn't really notice. Or you can, like I said, do some journaling or do some questioning and just question yourself and reveal your shadow self. It's like, don't think because when you reveal your shadow self, people are not gonna like you. People like authenticity. They like people being genuine. If you're this person who always like says to be happy all the time, people will like you, yes, but they won't connect with you. If you let yourself be vulnerable to other people and be like, yes, I've made mistakes, yes, I'm a bad person, but this is what I'm going to do now to change that, they are going to like you so much more because you're real, you're more relatable. They go through bad things as well, you go through bad things as well. As humans, you can connect. That was really cool. Don't live on this earth roaming it, trying to find happiness. That, in my opinion, is just like the worst advice anybody can give you. Just be happy, like no, you can't just be happy because, like I said, happiness and sadness, they are equilibrium. You can't have one without the other. Instead of trying to find happiness, find acceptance, gratitude and fulfillment. Find a purpose. Try and fulfill your purpose. Don't try and be happy, try and fulfill your purpose. Know and accept in your heart that there will be days where you have really, really bad days, and there will be days where you have really good days. Accept the fact that you are never ever gonna be happy 24/7. Accept that you are never gonna be a happy person. You may not ever be fulfilled, but you're gonna go on your journey to find fulfillment. You need to have gratitude for where you are now. Like, a lot of people just want to change everything, every single circumstance that they're in. But like, for example, if I look back on myself, like, I will be like, oh my god, I want this thing, that thing. When 5 years ago or like 3 years ago, I wanted so badly what I have now. So why am I not grateful for the fact that I've had the thing that I've been wanting for years on end? So I mean, just looking, where's the next thing? Where's the next? Let me just sit in myself, ground myself and be like, I am so grateful that I had the thing that I was wishing for, the thing that I didn't have years ago, which made me so sad, made me so upset, made me so angry. Let me be grateful. Even just me saying this right now is making me emotional because it's like, yeah, like, if I want to go on a little tangent quickly, years ago I used to live with my brother, and my brother is like, he has a lot of mental health issues, and I absolutely despise living in the same room as him. It made me depressed. I could never sleep at night properly. I never had my own privacy. I was becoming a teenager, becoming hormonal and stuff like that, and I didn't have my own privacy. I was sharing my room with my 5-year-old little brother who was still wearing nappies, and I had some responsibility over. And then I was living in this boxed up room with him with a bunk bed, and now all I wanted so badly back then was to have my own room. That's what I just wanted, a house. I hated living in the flat we were living in. It was ugly, I didn't like the area. But now I have my own room. It's big, I have my own space to call my own. I don't have to share with anybody unless people come over. I can do whatever I want with this room. And all I wanted back then was my own room. I was telling my mom, like, I'm feeling so sad, I don't want to be here anymore, I hate this house, I want to get out of it. She was like, nothing whatsoever, good things take time, just wait it out. I waited it out. I got my own room. It was small, but I had my own room. Back then I wasn't as grateful, but I had my own room. It was really small, but now I have my own room, my own space, my own everything. And now I am just like, I didn't really be grateful for that. I wasn't grateful for that, but I just wanted that so badly back then. So now I'm so grateful that I have my own room. Find fulfillment, find acceptance, and find gratitude to be able to live a good life. Now I'll come up to the part of the video where me and you together, we are going to go on our journey to become a better person. We're going to go on our journey together to find fulfillment, our gratitude, and our acceptance. So here's how we're going to do it. We're going to start off with our daily routine. So I can make a vlog about me doing all these things if you guys want. Just comment down below if you want me to do this. But every single day I'm going to start, I used to do this all the time, but now GCSEs are taking over my life. But I'm going to start doing yoga every morning, praying every morning, and I'm going to journal in the night, or just make sure I journal every day. So those are the first things. I'm going to try and limit my screen time and not go on my phone for hours on end. And I'm going to find hobbies and find things that I enjoy doing and not always be on social media and stuff like that. So for example, I used to watch anime before. I recently found it again. I was like, oh my god, like this is something I can do in my free time. So I'm scrolling on TikTok, start doing my hobbies again, like writing poetry like I said in the beginning of this video, or playing my keyboard that's literally been untouched, or go skateboarding because I literally have a skateboard and I literally haven't used it, or paint, or do art. And I used to find these, like, I'm gonna start doing my old hobbies again. I'm gonna start eating healthier, and I used to drink smoothies every single day, but you know, it was winter, I don't really be drinking smoothies in winter, but now it's spring, I'm gonna be drinking smoothies every single day. I'm gonna watch what I put into my body, whether that's mentally or what I like physically eat. So I'm gonna make sure I'm reading a lot and consuming good content. I'm not listening to bad music. Like I literally stopped listening to Playboy Carti, Lil Uzi Vert, and Trippie Redd, all those people. I don't listen to it after I've seen the stuff they did. This is so demonic. Travis Scott, I don't listen to these people anymore. Feed myself with good things and just level up my brain every single day. Do something that stimulates my brain. Make sure I get plenty of water. I literally do not drink water. Make sure I drink a lot of water. Make sure I go outside every single day. Start going on walks, like listening to new music, and just trying to become a new person overall, working on my physical, my mental, my spiritual, all at once. So that's what I want you guys to do. I want you to find at least 2 things that you can do every single day which helps your physical health, your spiritual health, and your mental health. That way, if you continue doing these things every single day, and like with the workouts, the yogas I'm going to be doing, the workouts I'm going to be doing, it's not going to be intense. It's actually like 5 minutes every morning, 10 minutes every morning. And then when you start implementing these things, don't make them too hard. Don't be like, I'm going to start going to the gym for 2 hours every single day. No, just find a quick little 5-minute workout and just do that every single day. Do something easy, like if it's a 1-minute prayer before you go to bed and as soon as you wake up. It's something you weren't doing before, and it will help you become more better. So those are things we're going to do together, and you can start this whenever you watch this video. If you watch it 2 years from when it's posted or the day that it's posted, you can always become a better person and become greater than you are. So I think that wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you like my motivational stuff, because yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video.